Either love them or you hate them. Another team preview coming right at you. And in today's episode, it's all about Leeds United. Let's get a look. That's right, folks, back once again with another 2019-2020 Championship team preview. And in today's episode, we're going to Ellen Road, boys and girls, and taking a little look at Leeds United, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button, get you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, world football, and we're going to all here under one roof. So, let's get cracking and take a wee gander at Leeds United. Now, before we jump into the thick of things, boys and girls, I am on the lookout for Leeds United fans just like you. That's right, boys. If you are interested in becoming the star of the show for the Blackburn Rovers Leeds United games, whether it's at Ellen Road or Ewood Park, get in touch with me, whether it is on the old comment section down below or whether it is over on Twitter. If you want to follow me at RoversSeas, you can DM me that way to let me know that you're interested, because it is a very simple thing. Just we arrange a time and a date, 10 minutes of your time. I ask you a few opinionated questions. Nothing hard, nothing wrong. You can't get a wrong answer. It's all what you think. Who's going to be in the starting 11? Who's going to score the goals? Bish, bash, bosh. Job's a good one. And you become a star on the Blackburn Rovers Seas channel, and you can become my lead support for the week. If that's something that interests you, let me know. One way or another, that will be lovely jubbly. Anyway, let's get cracking and take a little look at Leeds United. That's right, obviously so close last time out to going up automatically, and also so close going through via the playoffs. But here they go. They play the games right here at Ellen Road. 37,890 folks can walk through the turnstiles with Marcelo Bielsa, the man pulling the strings. Obviously, they did finish third last time out, one of the unluckiest spots in the division or in the league, because they just missed out on the top two. They made it to the third round of the FA Cup, the second round of the Mickey Mouse Carabao Cup, and they made it to the semi-finals of the playoffs, where the top goal scorer was Kemar Roof. Let's take a look at their record against Rovers. They played each other 100 times. Leeds winning 45 of them, Rovers winning 32, and there's been 23 draws between them in all grounds, all venues around the world. The last matches, they were very, very dramatic as well. Obviously, the last one at Ellen Road was a 3-2 victory for Leeds after Rovers were 2-1 up with like seconds to spare. What a way. What a collapse. They say Leeds bottled it, but Rovers bottled that game for sure. Then we did take them on at Ewood Park earlier in the season, and we came out on top with a 2-1 victory as well. So a bit of this, bit of that. This season we'll be locking horns with Leeds on the 9th of November. That'll be at Ellen Road before we bring it back to Ewood on the 4th of April 2020. So yes, a bit of a gap between the two tier 2 games. But anyway, let's get cracking and take a little look at who scored, I believe, was the team of the season for Leeds. Peacock Farrell between the sticks, aiding at right back, John Jansen at centre back alongside Cooper and Oleski. Calvin Phillips in the middle of the park with Hernandez, Roberts, Klitsch, Harrison and Kemar Roof up top. This is a 4-1-4-1 formation, which they played apparently 41 times out of 47 games, 42, 44, 48 games throughout the season, winning 19 of them, losing 14 of them playing this formation. Yeah, it may have been the sort of preferred 11 or the preferred personnel, but I don't think it was their strongest 11. But anyway, we can take a look at the stats for you right here, right now. So Kemar Roof was the main man with 15 goals in all competitions, I believe. Hernandez was in second spot with 12. Klitsch had 10. Bamford had 9. Alewiski had 7. As for the assists, Hernandez was the main man with 12. Klitsch had 9. Ailing had 6. Alewiski had 5. Douglas had 5 as well. Appearances, Klitsch was the main man with 48 appearances. Alewiski, Phillips both had 44. Ailing had 40. Hernandez had 39, plus 2 from the bench. So yes, there you have that. Quick look at the characteristics for Leeds United. Their main strengths were scoring, creating scoring chances, attacking down the wings, creating chances through individual bits of skill, and also aerial duels. Their weaknesses were finishing scoring chances, avoiding offside, avoiding individual errors, and defending against through ball attacks. As for their style of play, attempted a lot of crosses, especially down the right hand side. They had to keep a hold of the ball and play aggressively against their opponents, rotating their 11 a little bit and just being overall aggressive. But that's just Leeds. Quick look at how they ended up at the table. Obviously, they finished in third spot. Their end of the season was not great, unbeaten or without a win in 4 games. As for their home form, not the greatest considering who they are and the size of their stadium. It should be a bit of a fortress, Ellen Road, but only 5th in the table. 14 wins, 5 losses, 4 draws as well. 46 points on the board. But their form book going into the end of the season, it's not great. 2 defeats out of the past 5, with only 2 defeats in that 5 as well. So not too great. As for their away form, a little bit better, into 4th spot. Out of the 23 games possible, they picked up 37 points. But really, they did end the season very, very woeful, with 3 defeats out of 4 on the road. We'll take a look at that form book right here, right now. So their form book coming into the end of the season was not great. All the way down to 16th spot, 2 wins at the last 6. Yes, and those 2 wins were a long time ago. Really, they haven't won a game in 4 when you look at it, the bigger picture. As for their home form coming into the end of the new season, again, not too great indeed. Right there, smack dab in the middle of the table. 14th spot for Leeds. Out of the last 6, they picked up 3 wins, 2 defeats, and a draw. As for their away form, it's better. It's out of the last 6, they did pick up 3 wins and 3 losses as well. But really, if you broke that down to the last 3, their form book, they'll be towards the bottom end of the table as they lost their last 2. Anyway, on the transfer market, it's been a little bit active. Liam McEachran has been brought in on a permanent deal from Carlisle. He was sought after from a number of Championship clubs. They've also brought Jack Harrison back in on loan from Manchester City. As also Ben White, centre back, has also been brought in from Brighton. So 2 big bad boy loans. Looks like they've sold their youngster Jack Clark. It's not listed on there right here, right now, but it appears to be coming straight back at them on loan for the season. As for players going out, Joshua Ray, goalkeeper. Is he the one that's at the books for Rovers right now? We picked up a Leeds goalkeeper, I believe. I don't know if it's him or not, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's a quick look at those players for that have left. Majority youngsters, no major losses there first team wise. However, they could lose a few big time players through Premier League clubs. Phillips has been muted by Aston Villa, as well as some other clubs in the Premier League as well. So Jansen's been linked with an exit to Fulham, perhaps. A lot of big name players could be on their way out. But they look to be in good hands with Bielsa. He looks to be bringing a lot of British talent, which is great. At the opening 6 games for Leeds this season, they'll open up their campaign on Sunday the 4th of August up against Bristol City, who are doing the business right now, transfer-wise. Then they'll take on Nottingham Forest back at Ellen Road on the 10th of August before taking on Salford City in the Carabao Cup on the 13th of August. That'll be an interesting one. They'll bring it back over to DW up against Wigan on the 17th of August before bringing it back to Leeds at the Ellen Road 21st of August against Brentford. And they'll wrap up the 6-game streak up against Stoke at the 3-6-5. Meanwhile, quick look at where the bookies expect them to finish. Well, there's no surprise because they are still tipped to go all out and get themselves promoted automatically from the Championship to the Premier League. But what do I think will happen with Leeds United? Well, to be honest with you, I haven't got a clue right now. I'm going to be doing my own prediction video in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. So stand by. Once these team previews are done and dusted, this should be right around the corner as well. So we'll be looking to do that. Get it nice and get it all set for you. But anyway, once again, I am on the lookout for Leeds United fans, just like you, boys and girls. If you are interested in becoming my Leeds United supporter for the Blackburn Overseas match previews against Leeds and at Ellen Road, at Ewood Park, get involved with me some way, somehow, whether it is down in the comment section down below or whether it is over on YouTube or Twitter, whatever it is. Follow me at Roverseas and DM me that way. Get in touch. And we'll have a good natter about it. It's nothing complicated, very, very simple. Few questions, 10 minutes of your time, no wrong answers, piece of cake. Yes. But anyway, once again, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you do, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day right here at Blackburn Overseas, especially Championship stuff. It is getting into the old nitty-gritty stage now with the Championship. Starting to pick up a little bit. Lots of stuff coming right around the corner. The new season is right around the corner, boys. So where do you expect Leeds United to finish this time out? Will they get themselves promoted one way or another? Get your thoughts and opinions in your comment section down below. And we'll go again tomorrow with another team right out here at Blackburn Overseas. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.